Good morning, I am Dhanlakshmi. Today I am going to teach operating system. What is an operating system? The operating system is a software program that facilitates computer hardware to communicate and operate with the computer software. It is the most important part of a computer system. Without it, computer is just like a box. What is the main purpose of an operating system? It is designed to make sure that computer system performs well by managing its computational activities. It provides an environment for the development and execution of programs. What are the different operating systems? Patched operating systems, distributed operating systems, time-sharing operating systems, multi-programmed operating systems, and real-time operating systems. Here I am going to teach deadlock. What is deadlock? Every process needs some resources to complete its execution. However, the resource is granted in a sequential order. First, the process requests for some resource. Second, operating system grant the resource if it is available, otherwise let the process wait. Third, the process uses it and releases on the completion. So, what is deadlock? A deadlock is a situation where each of the computer process waits for a resource which is being assigned to some another process. In this situation, none of the process gets executed since the resource it needs is held by some other process which is also waiting for some other resource to be released. Let us assume that there are three processes: process P1, process P2, process P3. There are three different resources: resource R1, resource R2, and resource R3. R1 is assigned to P1, R2 is assigned to P2, and R3 is assigned to P3. After some time, P1 demands for R1, which is being used by process P2. Process P1 halts its execution since it cannot complete without resource R2. Process P2 also demands for resource R3, which is being used by process P3. Process P2 also stops its execution because it can't continue without resource R3. Process P3 also demands for resource R1, which is being used by process P1. Therefore, process P3 also stops its execution. In this scenario, a cycle is being formed among the three processes. None of the processes is processing and they are all waiting. The computer becomes unresponsive since all the processes got blocked. Here we have two situations, that is starvation and deadlock. So what is the difference between starvation and deadlock? Deadlock is a situation where no process got blocked and no process proceeds. Whereas starvation is a situation where the low priority process got blocked and high priority process proceed. Deadlock is an infinite waiting, whereas starvation is a long waiting but not infinite. Every deadlock is always a starvation. Every starvation need not be deadlock. The requested resource is blocked by other process. In starvation, the requested resource is continuously being used by the higher priority processes. Deadlock happens when mutual exclusion hold and wait, no preemption and circular wait occurs simultaneously. Whereas in starvation, it occurs due to the uncontrolled priority and resource management. Okay, what are the necessary conditions for deadlocks? Necessary conditions for deadlocks are mutual exclusion, hold and wait, no preemption, circular wait. What is mutual exclusion? A resource can only be shared in mutually exclusive manner. It implies if two processes cannot use the same resource at the same time. What is hold and wait? A process waits for some resource while holding another resource at the same time. What is no preemption? The process which once scheduled will be executed till the completion. No other process can be scheduled by the scheduler meanwhile. What is circular wait? All the processes must be waiting for the resources in a cyclic manner so that the last process is waiting for the resource which is being held by the first process. Thank you. This is all about deadlock in operating system.